Today I got a story. There's always a story around here and Not Fit for Print Beauty. It's a story about shade choice with the brand new Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation for a Natural Glow. That really is the name. So not only do we have a foundation with a very long name, we have a wear test, we have a demo, and I have some information on shades because there was a little bit of a snafu and it turned out to be a happy accident. So let's talk all about the new foundation from Patrick Ta. Today with me, Rebecca. I am an over 20-year veteran of fashion and beauty journalism. I have worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, and I founded Not Fit for Print Beauty here so you can have a live beauty magazine to kind of flip through on YouTube. Let's get started. Yeah, I pre-ordered the Patrick Ta, let's get ready for this name. How many words does this have? Are you ready? The Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation for Natural Glow. 13 words. Wow. Let's make it 14 words and just add wow to the end. That is the name. I think it's going to go by the shortened name Patrick Ta Major Glow Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin. I don't know. I really don't think there's much you can take off of there. That's a long name anyway. So I ordered it on pre-order, and I am classically a light, medium, neutral. I got a neutral undertone to my skin. As a kid, and this is going to come in, I'm not trying to do like a story about me. This will help you with your shade choice, so stay with me here. There's a method to my madness. As a kid, I was a little bit olive colored when I got a lot of sun, and it is summer. I haven't been great with the sunscreen. I've gotten a little bit of sun. But I'm pretty much nowadays that I try to avoid the sun, a classic light, medium, neutral. When a foundation like this one, I won't say the name because we've already seen it's 13 words. When like this one comes along and has light, medium, and deep, I get a little confused because I'm like, but I'm light medium. I never quite know, lighter on the medium side, deeper on the light side. It always kind of confuses me. But if I stick to neutral, I'm usually pretty good. So I ordered 10 neutral. That was my best choice guess. Well, it was supposed to be here and supposed to be here and delayed and delayed and delayed. And then I got a message from UPS. Don't worry, I'll get on with the story, I promise. But I got a message from UPS that the package was damaged and that they were going to work on figuring it out. And I'm like, oh no. Turns out it was finally in store at Sephora. So I went to my Sephora and I thought, okay, just as well, actually, I'll get color matched. Well, we took it in the sun. We took it in the, I had an awesome sales lady who's a makeup artist at Sephora in Long Beach, California. Shout out to them. And she was amazing. And she was looking at it in the light, looking at it in the light of the store, looking at it in different areas of the store. And she's like, your neck in this area is a little golden. She goes, so we got to go golder than a neutral. And they matched me with, hold on to your hat because this is going to probably make a difference. Even if you're not my skin twin, let me just tell you how the shades work. I would always be a light, medium, neutral. Ordered light neutral, went with medium olive. I have never been a medium olive, even when I sort of had more olive tone skin as a kid. But that's what worked in the shade. It's what I'm wearing right now. This is 13 medium olive, and I ordered 10 neutral. Here is the 10 neutral because it ended up coming. The box was perfect. I do not know what they were talking about, but again, really happy accident that it got here before I even started filming. So here is what I ordered. This is the 10 neutral, and in the demo, I'm going to put them both on my face, and you'll see. And this is what I ended up going with, 13 olive. That's right, 13 olive. Here's the difference, 13 olive, 10 neutral, 10 light neutral. And here they are on my face. And don't worry, in the demo, I'm going to show you them both on my face. And I'm hoping that this will help you. You're probably a little bit deep, and the undertone is going to be a little tricky. I order foundation all the time through a pig and a poke, like cross my fingers, blow on it for good luck, I don't know. And I order it, and we generally make do. I'll do the wear test, I'll bronze it up, I'll put some blush on. I will say this, and you're all going to agree with me. I know none of us have time. When a foundation is in store and you can get to that store, you are going to be happier when you are professionally matched in store. Generally, there's 2 or 3 shades that can work on most people. A little bit deeper, a little bit lighter for a glow, your exact match. There's different ways to do it. But if you get one that makes you're going to enjoy the product that much more. Turns out, let me tell you, the 10 light that I got, it just wouldn't work. Wait till you see. You'll see in the demo. I filmed the demo already. I'm from the future, I know. So you'll see, boy, what a difference this is to get the right shade. But olive, honestly, I never would have guessed. This is $58. Both the sales lady and I were a little bit like, whoa, that's how much this costs? A little pricey there, Patrick. It is recommended, and I'll mention this in the demo again, for dry, combo, and normal skin. Notice that oilier skin texture is not mentioned. And you're seeing that glow. I got no highlighter on. This is some glowy stuff. It says it is a kind of a natural glow. I don't know. I call it an unnatural glow later. It's hydrating, certainly. Medium coverage, I'd agree. Lightweight, I'd agree. Serum inspired and buildable. It is serum inspired, but it is not serum. I had a few DMs asking me, serum inspired, is it going to transfer? Oh, it transfers. It transfers. You'll see in the demo, I put up a picture of that. It transfers. You're going to shake this first and apply, Patrick Ta says, with a sponge. I'm not usually a sponge applier type person, but he does say that. We'll talk about some of his application suggestions, and I will apply it as he suggests with a sponge. There are 30 shades, so good luck. It's not as easy to find a shade in here as you thought. It's not as straightforward. I prefer Dior, where I just know my shade. Always same shade, never changes. Sometimes Tom Ford too. His shades get tricky, but I still don't change. But let me tell you, in this one, you're going to have to play around a little bit with it. And I'm hoping, like I said, even if I'm not your skin twin, I'm kind of hoping that the way the shades work on me and what I normally am might inspire your shade choice a little bit. And we can talk about it in comments, of course. Always. I always respond to my comments. If you don't hear back from me, it means I didn't get it. Sometimes YouTube does not deliver them. But you can also get a hold of me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Threads. And we're over on Facebook too. Thank you. Huge shout out to Helen for running the heck out of our Facebook page. And there's information down below for our membership. You can join here. And, you know, it's a little less than $5 a month, but the money goes right back into the channel. You know it. And, you know, we have a little fun on that membership with our lives and all that good stuff. We'd love to see you there. All right, make sure that you are subscribed, please. We are going to do a wear test. I'm about 2 hours into the wear test. Then I'm going to film a check-in. And we're going to try to let this go all day. Started a little later than normal because I ran to Sephora today. But we're still going to let it run as long as we can. And let's see what happens with this extremely glowy, natural glowy foundation. Let's start by talking about the 2 shades I have. I already know the one I'm going to use, but I just kind of want to show you. You might not be my skin tone twin, but it's still going to teach you a little bit about how these shades work. Kind of a happy accident. I just grabbed a little like headband. It's not going to be the best look, but let's just get this out of my face. Okay, so here's what I ordered. As you guys know, I ordered a 10 neutral, and when I thought it wasn't coming, I got shade matched in store. Didn't realize it was in store, if you've been skipping around. And they matched me with this 13 olive. No, I'm not generally an olive skin tone, but I do have some goldeny colors here, and the Patrick Ta olive works for me. Look at the difference. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. I'll show you it on my hand and on my face. I have a little wet makeup eraser here so I could take off the wrong one. Here is the neutral, the just 10 neutral that I ordered. Don't know if that's showing up on my hand. It is looking a bit pink, actually. And here is the 13 olive that I was actually matched with in store. Let me see if I can get up close enough on that. Here's what I ordered. Here's what I was matched with in store. So closer to my thumb is what I was matched with. And let's go ahead and take that off so I don't make a mess. And then I'll show you a little stripe of it on my face, and we will put on the better of the 2, which I do believe is the one I was matched with earlier today. Okay, so a little stripe. Here is what I ordered, and this is what, had I waited for my order to get here, here's what we would have done the demo with, and it is considerably too light. And I would have said that. Yeah, it's not blended all the way, and we would have made do. But here is what I was matched with in store. Now, please remember, never going to think olive. I can go a little bit olive, actually, especially when I'm tanned, but I'm never going to think olive on my own. Now, neither of the, I know, right now you're like, ooh. Well, neither of these are, you know, kind of refined and spread out. Let me try to do it a bit more justice since I'm going to wipe it off here anyway. Okay, so here's what I ordered. You can see that that's too pale. Here's what I was matched with. As you see, as it settles in and it's way too thick, it's getting a little bit better. So we're not even going to bother with the one I ordered. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. Okay. You know, I never know. It is such a pig in a poke when you are ordering online. It's such a pig in a poke. Let me use the drier area of here to dry off my face. And it's hard to know. And I am olive here because of these golden tones here. But funnily enough, I wouldn't really be olive anywhere else. Let me just kind of make sure this is dry. Okay, so we are not going to bother with the 10 neutral that I ordered. And good thing they told me that the package was damaged because we would have only had that one. This lets you know these shades are running a little bit different. Okay, so I am a light, medium, neutral all day long. And the 10 is considered light neutral. This is medium olive. Okay, now Patrick Ta has a few application tips. For an artistry tip, he says you should do all of the blush and the contour and everything underneath the makeup. First, kind of like a Scott Barnes type situation there, where you're doing all that underpinning first. Since we are testing, I could do that in other videos, but since we are testing this, let's just put the foundation straight onto skin. And you guys know how I do this. I did not do anything but have whatever my morning skincare is that's already sunken in. I'm not doing primer, I'm not doing powder, I'm not doing setting spray, finishing spray, anything like that, because we all use different ones. And I just want to see how this does on its own, left to its own devices. And this is, again, the 13 Olive. The one thing that Patrick Ta suggests is a makeup sponge, which I have dampened and wrung out. That's his kind of way of applying it. I am not really a sponge person. I do enjoy much more the brush, but, you know, if Patrick Ta says to, I will do it. Okay, so this is wrung out, and I've tried to get my hair out of the way, guys. Let's see. I am also not going to put any concealer on today. Why? Same thing. I want to know if the foundation is behaving itself on its own. I don't want to see something caking or falling into lines and it's actually the concealer. I desperately need concealer, but I'm going to go without today. All right, the nice thing, I'll give Patrick Ta credit. Geez, seems he might know what he's talking about, huh? Who'da thunk it? The nice thing about using the sponge with this is it does apply a really nice layer. Remember, dampen that sponge, wring it out, and it is going to really give it a nice kind of dewy look. That's a very light layer on one side of the face. I have used my damp makeup eraser here to remove any trace of anything on this side. So this side is bare. This side has a very light layer applied with a damp sponge. What do you think? And what do you think of me in this total departure shade of medium, and because I'm usually light medium and olive. My true olive skin toned viewers out there are going like, what? Right? It's working though, isn't it? Amazing how tweaking things and just getting the right shade will help. Let's build this. It says it's buildable, okay? I got the sponge. It's not going to put on too much. Before we do the other side of the face, let's put on another layer and just see what we think. I hope this is helping you with your shade choice rather than confusing you. Sound off below in comments if you would, please. So here is our second layer. I don't need to go much more than that. And I got to be honest with you, left to my own devices, not on camera, I would have just left it with that one layer. But I did want to show you how it builds and how it feels when it's on the skin. It is a natural finish, but I would say it's a little bit glowy. And interestingly enough, I might have mentioned this in the intro. Haven't filmed the intro yet, so it just depends if I remember. This is not actually recommended for oily skin. So if you are somebody who gets a little bit oily, it's not actually recommended for that. And boy, can I see that. What do you think? Nothing? 2 layers. All right, what I'm going to do, I know I got to do 2 layers on this side too to match. I will speed it up so you don't get bored. All right, stay right there. Let's speed it up and do 2 layers on this side. Whoa, I don't think I need any highlighter. That's glowy. You know, my mind tries to completely push out any other reviews. So as you see a little bit, actually on the Sephora page, I saw someone say something. Oh, guys, you saw it too, I'm sure. You have to remind me what it said. It's like, is this made with Vaseline? I don't know. It said something like that it broke them out. Or I hope it doesn't me. They say natural glow. Let's say, I actually like it. I think it's really pretty, but natural glow? I don't know about natural glow. Unnatural glow? I'm just kind of like stomping on it. I think I'm just making it shinier, you know, because it's a damp. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'll get my hair out of this ridiculous thing. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to come back on, take a sip here. I'm going to come back on and with a little bit of makeup on, and we're going to kind of see how it's going. Wow. All right, well, we'll do a little check-in a few hours in, and then I'll just let it go all day because I really wonder what this is kind of going to become. All right, well, let the wear test begin. And let's wish it and me a little bit of luck. I will say this. I had 2 different people ask me if this transfers because it has serum-like properties. Oh, it transfers. Oh, it transfers. Let me just tell you. I was playing with it earlier, and I had a picture. I'll insert the picture here on an envelope, just an old envelope I had lying around for like an insurance envelope. And that's it when I was playing with it. So it does transfer. Okay, let's let the wear test commence. Whoops, ingredients, check them out. 3 hours in. I have not reapplied my lip gloss, but I have not eaten or anything. We talked about the transferness of this. Again, no powder, no setting spray or, you know, kind of a rehydrating spray. And no primer is under here. I'm just letting it go on its own. I do have, from hours before I applied, some skincare, but that's all sucking in. Let's take a look at how our 13 Olive is doing after 3 hours. Certainly glowy. Whoa! So here's what I noticed. That glow shocked me. Here's what I noticed. We're not seeing any glow here. Why? Powder blush. I have the powder portion of a Patrick Ta blush on. All of these products will be listed down below. And I'll try to list whatever I can up here on YouTube Shopping in the corner of the screen here. But the powder blush really helped. So if I were not doing a wear test, I would powder the heck out of this T-zone under the eyes and around here because it's shiny. Woo! I don't know if the camera, I bet it is picking it up. This shine right here, it's begging for some powder, but I'm not going to do it because I just want to see what happens. Just powder, Rebecca? No, some of you use loose powder. Some of you use pressed powder, transparent powder, shaded powder. I don't want to start. Let's just see what it does. It is really shiny here. It's not too bad on the pores. I will tell you though, where I use the powder blush, it's looking nice. So it needs some powder. And it is not recommended for oily skin. You think? It's a very pretty glow, but it is very glowy, which is actually a very Patrick Ta look. When you're buying a line from a makeup artist, a true artist, as Patrick Ta most certainly is, you are going with their aesthetic. So you're not going to get that like really dry look from Patrick Ta. Read the room. There's a lot of makeup artists out there, and you know the looks they create. Patrick Ta loves a glowy, youthful look like this. So it makes sense what we're getting here, really. He likes glowing and bright, youthful. You know, that's kind of his thing. Let's check if it's sinking into lines. No, not too bad. It's actually wearing very naturally. Definitely need concealer because I'm seeing my dark pits of despair. It's not a concealer, it's a foundation. I don't blame it. But I'm glad I didn't add it because I just kind of wanted to see what it does. Pores, not too bad. I see my pores here a little bit, but forget the pores. I'm seeing such a darn shine. All right, we're 3 hours in. I'm going to go about my day, and I'll try to give this at least 8 hours. I'll try to get a longer if I can, and we'll see how it is holding up, okay? So, you know, for me, it's going to be quite a while. For you, it's going to be just lickety-split. Okay, I've reapplied my lip and my lip gloss. I picked up some new shades of the Guerlain Kiss Kiss. I just love that. I love it with the matching lip gloss, so I've been putting that on all day. But that's it. I haven't reapplied anything else. Still looking shiny AF because it needs powder. Now, interestingly enough, when we did our 3-hour check-in, I was like, oh, look, you know, that these areas that I powdered because I put on a powder blush, they're looking really great. But the shine is actually coming through that blush now because the blush has lasted, but not, you know, I don't have any highlighter on. So the shine is poking through that a little bit. Still looks like I need some concealer there. But the shine is coming through the powder now. So I would have to repowder. I'm not used to powdering at all, let alone having to repowder. So that's kind of interesting. My oily skin, ladies and gentlemen out there, not recommended. People who love to powder and love to bring out a beautiful powder from their bag or whatever, you'll like this, but you will need to repowder. Because, like I said, my test of powder was using a powder blush, and now the shine on the cheeks is coming through the blush. I don't know if that's picking up, but it is. And a lot of shine on the chin, a lot of shine here, a lot of shine on the nose. So that would need to be powdered to begin with. And now that I see on the cheeks, it would need to be repowdered. But it is not doing anything horrible to my pores. It's breaking apart a little bit. Oh, did I say how long it's been? It's been 10 hours. I didn't say how long it's been. I'm so sorry. It's been 10 hours total. I told you I'd get a nice wear test in there. And I'm going to take this off and go to sleep now. My mascara's flaking a little bit too, which is interesting. But we're just looking at the foundation. Yeah, shiny, shiny, shiny. Really pretty, great if you have dry skin. If you have normal skin like me, it looks like you're going to have to powder and maybe repowder. But that's okay. And oily skin, forget about it. But it is pretty, and it is complicated to get the right shade. I was ordering blindly, just by what I usually wear, and I like to think I'm getting good at it, and I was so off on the shade I ordered. So off. Is it uncomfortable? No. Is it sticky? A little bit. Still. I don't know if it's sticky or it's just like sucking up oil from my skin. It's an oily foundation. It's a really pretty foundation. And I know it's serum inspired. I gotta tell you guys, if you work really long shifts, if you're gonna wear something just to look pretty at the gym, this is kind of like go to brunch with your friends. This is like mimosa and Eggs Benedict makeup. It's like go to the mall and be seen. It's like go to the club, but just bring some powder. This is not a workhorse foundation. Rebecca hates the foundation. No. No. We have a makeup wardrobe, most of us, right? So we have foundations for different things. This is not I got 17 hours of the hospital shift makeup, okay? We all have different types of makeup for different things, and I can't be alone in that. So that's what this is. This is party makeup. This is pretty makeup. This is going out with my friends makeup. This is not workhorse. I mean, it's holding up nicely. Or this is very, very dry skin makeup. It is pretty as can be. Pretty as can be, but it's a little bit fussy. Like, I feel like this makeup is like, wait, I broke a nail. Powder me. A little bit like that. But it feels like it's pretty. I'm just letting you know it's not like set it, forget it makeup. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And did it help you? Let me know. I mean, this is what makes us a community. It's not just about me up here gabbing, though I do my share of it. It's about what you guys have to say in comments and what our community thinks. So do let me know, please. Hey, and are you subscribed? That's the highest compliment that you can give to me, is you clicking that subscribe button. Check out everything down below in the description bar. Share, like, and like I said, subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.